Percentage for the win. Simple math always seals the deal. Ohio baseball hosts Western Michigan in the final series of the regular season, and dividing the number of wins by the number of games can take the Diamond Cats to the Mid-American Conference Tournament. Doing it with division gets it down to this. The Green and White needs one win to eliminate Kent State. One win and one Miami loss to Ball State secures a spot. A series win and a Toledo series loss at Central Michigan, and the Bobs are the 3 and the Rockets the 4. Fifth-year senior closer, Brett Manis.
From the beginning of the season, this is the most talented team that I've been a part of since my time here. And preseason, picked 7th. We felt like that was kind of a slap in the face. So we took that and ran with it. And now here we are, kind of just laughing at people because they doubted us, and we know that we're one of the best teams in the MAC, and we're going to prove people wrong.
To be fair, the questions folks might have had about the Cats in the preseason, no one outside of the program had answers to, and inside, they had to prove it with production. They have, and they did again last weekend in a statement-making split at Ball State. Ball game, paint this one green and white, and a big old W. This is a good ball club that Ohio took 2 from on the road this weekend. Ohio wins 15-10.
Yeah, that was massive. I mean, I know we didn't get 3 or 4 from them, but a split is, I mean, the way that they've been playing, that's as good of a win right now. That's as good as we could have asked for. So we know we're playing really good baseball right now, and you want to be playing your best baseball towards the end of May, right? So it's huge. Going into Western makes things a little bit easier. Job's not done.
1-2 the count, 2 gone, 2 on. Bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Ohio on the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to third. Easy for Kasperbauer. Runs to the bag for the force out. Paint this one green and white. It was a little rocky, a little turbulent, but Manis lands the plane, and Ohio wins this 7-inning contest 5-3. Manis has made his 5-year Cat career count. His 87 appearances is 3rd all-time in program history, and his 21 saves, 3rd too.
You know, from my freshman year, Jake Rowan I obviously played with, and he always, as soon as I took the ball as a closer sophomore year, he was pushing me to get to his record, and I'm like, that's a lot. I don't know if I'm going to get there, but we're gonna give it a go. And it's a big milestone for me for sure. I'm obviously not going to get the Jakes this year.
Manis and out away from his 3rd save. 3-2 the count, 2 gone, runner at 2nd. Bottom of the 9th, and Ohio on top by 4. Manis for Denton. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paint this one Ohio green and white. The Bobcats win.
I didn't even know about the appearances, so that's pretty cool as well. I know I've been throwing quite a bit every weekend since sophomore year.
Manis's mound maturation has been made over the course of his career.
You learn as you get older, for sure. But the number one rule as a closer especially is to have a short memory. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that. Like this year I've had my ups and downs, but I'm going to bounce back the next appearance I get. I don't carry it over to my next appearance. You just flush it if it goes badly. Like today, this year I've had a couple of bad ones. But I want to say I bounced back the next time and went through well. So, yeah, it's just short memory. Don't back off. Don't back down from any challenges that come your way.
He made the move from Port Huron, Michigan after Ohio went to the NCAA tournament in 2017. So it would be fitting for the closer to close things out by clinching a MAC tournament spot so the program could try to dance again.
Yeah, getting recruited here, I definitely saw it happening. And we're like, we got a good program here, something we can do something with. And freshman, sophomore year, we're a little bit of a struggle, and we built up over time. And now Coach Moore brought it to our attention yesterday that this year and last year we're like one of the first groups that's gone back-to-back winning seasons since I believe 20 years ago. Very happy with my decision. I love it here. Loved all 5 years. Campus is unreal, you know that. Around Michigan, I'm happy I didn't go to school in Michigan for sure. Kind of getting away, going somewhere where I didn't know anybody, I think really did me well. I've had a really good experience here.
What would make it an even better experience? Him securing it with a save. The Port Huron, Michigan native and Cat closer, Brett Manis is in for Ohio. Leans in out of a crouch. now straightens up. Bases loaded, 2 gone, 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's 26-21 and 18-14 Ohio University and the 17-33 and 14-21 Western Michigan University Broncos. And from Bob Wren Stadium in Athens, it's time for Bobcat Baseball. I'm Russ Eisenstein. Jordan Bowes mans the web stream. A win and a Miami loss, and the green and white is in. Our visit with head coach Craig Moore is next. This is Bobcat Baseball. Game day at the Wren, big weekend at the Wren. It's Ohio and Western Michigan. Time to visit with head coach Craig Moore. Off air, I asked you the question, then I'll ask you on air. How are you doing in advance of what is the biggest series of your head coaching career to this point?
Yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm handling it fine. You know, like I said, you know, I treat it like any other game. You know, if it was the first game of the season or the last game of the season, you know, you kind of have some anxiety a little bit in terms of, you know, how you think your team's going to perform, how they're going to play, you know, and then obviously you look at the opposition and you kind of see what they're about, and you kind of, you know, you hope that you come out on the right side at the end of the day.
This was a position that you hoped that you would be in. Obviously, you hope that you win the league. But short of that, getting into the conference tournament is a pretty cool deal, and you guys have that opportunity to do that today and this weekend. Is this what you expected out of your club this year?
Yeah, I thought that we had a chance to compete and put ourselves in a position to play meaningful games at the end of the year. And you know, our senior leadership has been very solid all year long, starting in the fall, when they, you know, were very adamant and very vocal about, you know, where they wanted to be at the end of the year. And so I felt that we have, you know, been able to, you know, hold it together for this long, and you know, I've got confidence in our guys that will be ready to go this weekend.
It was a series split last weekend, but in a lot of ways it was more than a split because it was better than anybody did against Ball State. How do you read what happened last weekend?
Oh, it was huge. You know, I mean, you know, the message to the guys, you know, going into that series was we cannot get swept. That was the main thing. Like, we had to at least win one game, and for us to, you know, bounce back after a, you know, a disappointing, you know, effort in game 3 to do what we did in game 4 to earn the split, like you said, that nobody else in the league had done, you know, to Ball State through the year. It was big for us coming into this weekend.
The Western Michigan series has been an interesting one because 2 times you've been up there to conclude the season. Last year was the conclusion of an awkward, kind of weird year, and then the season prior was to clinch a spot in the league tournament. Now the shoe's on the other foot when they're coming here. Is there a little bit of bad blood here? Is there a little bit of a rivalry between these 2 teams? Can you sense that at all, or is that overblown?
No, I think there's a little bit of a rivalry. I told the guys this morning, you know, before we started our pregame work, you know, I don't call it a rivalry. I call it, you know, we have a history with these guys, you know, and you know, dating back from my time, you know, here, you know, we've played them a couple times in the tournament and had some pretty exciting games against them up there, and then obviously in 19, you know, going in there, and the winner of the series goes on and keeps their season going, and you know, we were fortunate enough to win that, and so I know, you know, Billy's a great guy, and him and I are pretty close, and you know, I know that he's mentioned that to his guys to get them ready to go this weekend.
What do you read about them? They've got some capable guys in their lineup, and they've been really close to having a completely different season.
Yeah. If you go back and you kind of dig into them a little bit, obviously their offense is what carries them, and they're a very offensive group, and they've got some areas where, you know, they're struggling out a little bit, and you know, hopefully we can, you know, kind of tame the bats down, and hopefully we can, you know, kind of take advantage of some of those areas where they're not quite as, you know, not quite as successful at.
Good luck.
All right, thanks, Russ.
That's head coach Craig Moore. I'm Russ Eisenstein. We got baseball for you next. It's Ohio and Western Michigan from the Wren. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Whether you're coming to Athens to root on the Bobcats, visiting friends and family, or just in town for business, the Hampton Inn in Athens wants to be your home away from home. With 86 sparkling rooms, complimentary high-speed internet, hot breakfast served each morning, and a spa and business center, you can expect a great night's stay with service that will bring you back. Visit us on the web at hamptoninn.com. That's hamptoninn.com. And go Bobcats!
You got your go-tos, your standbys, even your favorites. But the beefy, cheesy burgers at McDonald's take you back to where it all began. Your Bite Zero, when you first tasted what a burger should be like. 2 perfectly seasoned beef patties stacked with a single slice of melty cheese on a golden bun. Now at McDonald's, get 2 McDouble burgers for $3. Whatever it is to you, classics are classics for a reason. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
If you're ready, here are today's starting lineups. First for the visitors from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and the Western Michigan University Broncos. Leading off and playing at shortstop is Jimmy Allen. Hitting second baseman Justin Mcintyre. Connor Sharping's their catcher. He hits third. Gavin Doyle's the cleanup hitter and one of the top hitters in the MAC. He's their third baseman. Batting fifth, first baseman Cade Sullivan. In the 6th hole, right fielder Dylan Navarre. Hitting seventh, left fielder Josh Swinehart. In the 8th spot, center fielder Will Morrison. And rounding out the lineup is the DH, Ryan Missel. On the mound, Nick Crandell wears 25, 6'2", 220 out of Johnston, Iowa, 2-5 with the 6.67 ERA. Now for Craig Moore and the Ohio Bobcats. Leading off and playing in center field, Isaiah Peterson. Hitting second, right fielder A.J. Roush. Colin Kasperbauer is the league's third best hitter, and he plays third base, and he hits third. Clean up the catcher, Mason Minzy. In the 5 spot is the left fielder, Spencer Harbert. Hitting 6th, DH Will Sturrick. Hitting 7th, second baseman Michael Richardson. Batting 8th, first baseman is Cale Baker. And rounding out the lineup for the Bobcats, the shortstop, Nick Dolan. On the mound for Ohio is Eddie Cutt. He's 4-4. He's got an ERA around 5. Opposition hitting .302 against him. He's going for his 19th win in his career as Ohio's Friday Cat. We'll pause for the anthem. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Voice of the Bobcats, Russ Eisenstein, on behalf of David White Services, the largest heating and cooling dealer in Southeast Ohio. They've been the choice of thousands for over 45 years. Offering the most efficient Lennox heat pumps, air conditioners, and furnaces, David White Services can save you money on your heating and cooling bills.
Thanks, Russ. I'm David White.
And I'm Esther White Thomas, inviting you to call us today to schedule a free estimate for heating and cooling or a new gas fireplace.
David White Services is a proud sponsor of Ohio Bobcat Athletics.
Okay, people, we all know what's at stake in this game. Zoe, what's at stake?
Our futures.
Our futures. And is anything gonna keep us from achieving our goal?
No way.
Because what do we have?
The plan.
Ohio's 529 plan. Because in this family, how do we play the college savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Want to win at college savings? Go to collegeadvantage.com. Bobcats.
Bobcat Baseball is presented by McDonald's, People's Bank, Union Street Diner, Go-Mart, Steak and Shake, Integrated Services, Qdoba, Q White, and CareSource. It's Ohio in the final home series of the year, and to repeat, Ohio needs a win and needs a Miami loss at any time through this weekend, and Ohio clinches a spot in the upcoming Mid-American Conference Tournament. It is a 11-team league. It is 10 weekends. It is pretty big to get into the top 4. Right now, it would be Central Michigan hosting, Ball State the 2, Toledo the 3, Ohio the 4. Ohio has a chance this weekend to get up to the 3, and that obviously is important in the first round because then you don't take on the hosts on day 1, which would be Wednesday. It will be interesting to see where Ohio can get to. They could get to the 3 if Toledo loses the series.
against CMU, and Ohio wins the series over Western Michigan. A whole lot to play for. This team picked 7th in the league, and they have a chance to finish in the top 4 in the league. Western Michigan picked 4th in the league, and they will not be going to the Mid-American Conference Tournament. But they're just not going to give it to the Cats. Ohio's going to have to take it in this, the 158th meeting on the diamond between WMU and OU. Into the box to lead it off, it's Jimmy Allen, their shortstop, and the first one from Eddie Cutt misses outside with a hard one. At 3 o'clock, we start things off. Game time temperature 79 degrees, winds out of the southwest at 6. The next one misses high to Allen, who's a .321 hitter, 5 homers and 28 runs batted in. Allen 13th in the MAC in hits, 16th in runs scored, and he takes a strike. It is 2-1. 12th in walks, 6th in triples, and he had a heck of a series against Kent State last weekend, went 9 for 18. Next one on the slider, sweeps low and outside from Eddie Cutt to Jimmy Allen. It is 3-1. Cutt to this point this year has walked 21, doesn't walk here. High chopper left side of the infield, going to be a tough play. Dolan throws to first late, and it got past Baker, but it bangs off the sidewall, so no advancement of the runner on an infield hit for Jimmy Allen. And so he just keeps on Jimmy Allen-ing. He is 10 for his last 20 now. Allen with the single, and here's Justin Mcintyre, their second baseman. Mcintyre hits .253, 5 homers and 21 runs batted in. Sun splash skies. It is going to roast tomorrow. Temperatures will be an all-time high around 95. We'll start things off at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Throw to first. Ooh. It was close, and you've got to be mindful about the Broncos on the base paths. In particular, the third man in their lineup, that's Connor Sharping, their catcher. Swing and a miss for Mcintyre. 0-1 the count. Lot on the line here today for Ohio. Some scoreboard watching today for Ohio for sure. Broncos on the base paths are 50 for 66 this year. Allen, 3 for 5. Cut from the stretch, and the Cali Cat throws back over to first, and there's going to be a lot of those this weekend, and that was just a little late. Dimensions at the Wren, 340 down the lines, 380 to the power alleys, 405 to straightaway center field. 8.5 or 9-foot high wall. Bouncing ball, weakly hit right side off the bag. Baker flips to a covering Cut. 3-1 of the put out of Justin Mcintyre. And here's the aforementioned Connor Sharping. Sharping, number 1 in stolen bases in the league. Sharping on the base paths, 24 for 30. Sharping, 13th in batting average in the league, 3rd in runs scored, 5th in hits. 8th in at-bats, 10th in doubles. He's a good ball player, Connor Sharping. And this is a ball club that has 17 wins and 14 in MAC play, but they've got capable players here. And the pitch, big swing and a miss. It is 0-1. On the road this year, WMU is 8-21. And they have been in Splitsville all season long. They've had 6 conference series splits. They probably think the season could have taken a whole different trajectory. This is tap foul at the plate. 2 strikes and nothing on the 3-hole hitter, Connor Sharping. They've had 3 series losses. They have not won a series in the league. The losses to Central, Kent State, and Ball State, and splits against everybody else. 0-2 the count on Sharping. Right on right here, top of the first, runner at second. Bouncing ball to short, and throwing to third for a play on the tag there is well done by Dolan to Kasperbauer. Not sure where Allen was going. That was in front of him, and then Dolan just saw that and threw easily to third, and they get the out. So on with the fielder's choice is Sharping. Allen is retired on the play, 6-5. And here's Gavin Doyle. Doyle hits .363, 2 homers and 40 runs batted in. 2 gone, top of the first, runner at first. Doyle, their cleanup hitter. Back of the box on the right-hand side, throw to first. Back in time is Sharping. Sharping's a good ball player, and he has stolen a whole lot of bags in his career. First-teamer last year in the league, and it would behoove the Bobs to keep him off the base passes in this series. He's holding here. This is tapped foul, and that might have awkwardly got Mason Minzy behind the plate. Home plate umpire Mark Schmidt will walk out and hand the ball off to Eddie Cutt, and Mason just has to shake it out. 0-1 the count. Minzy appears to be all right. And if you're a catcher, you've dealt with it all year, and he has. Sharping at first, he's holding, and there's a strike. 0-2. Sharping last year stole 32 bases, 24 this year, 66 career steals, and that's third in program history. He's at first. 0-2 the count. 2 gone, top of the first in the pitch. Bouncing ball slowly hit towards third. Charging Kasperbauer got a good feel on it and throws to first to retire Doyle by 2 steps. And the inning's over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. First inning presented by McDonald's with 4 locations in Southeast Ohio, 2 in Athens, 1 in Nelsonville, 1 in the Plains. Nothing for the Broncos. Ohio coming up. This is Bobcat Baseball.
At People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We focus on building relationships with our clients and offering cutting-edge financial products. People's Bank is proud to support the local communities in which we work and live. This is Ashley Brown, People's Bank Vice President and Regional Manager, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You expect world-class primary care from Memorial Health System. It's time to expect more, much more. Our patients now also get free virtual urgent care. So expect our expertise everywhere and answers anytime for free. No one else offers this because we're reinventing primary care. So find out more and expect more today from Memorial Health System.
Game 1 of the 4-game series. Ohio and WMU, the Western Michigan Broncos. These two teams have concluded campaigns a couple of times over the last few years. Ohio ended the regular season last year against WMU in Kalamazoo. And then in the 2019 season, Ohio clinched a trip to the MAC tournament with a win in Kalamazoo on the final weekend. And there can be a little chirping between these two sides. I asked Craig Moore about that in the pregame interview. And he said it's not a full-fledged rivalry, but there have been some elevated tensions between the two clubs. They both play hard for sure, and we'll see if that is part of the fun this weekend in Southeast Ohio. Nick Crandall on the mound. Wears 29, 2-5 with a 6.67 ERA. 6'2", 220. He's out of suburban Des Moines, Johnston, Iowa. That's northwest suburban Des Moines. He went to Des Moines Area Community College, and opposition hits 350 against him, and that's just about what Isaiah Peterson hits. He's a 348 hitter, 6 homers, 36 runs batted in, and he sees a changeup wide. It is 1-0. Peterson starting all of 48 games for Ohio this year. Has an 11-game hitting streak, a 15-game on-base streak. Right on left here to start it off. And this one's popped up in the shallow left center field. Morrison over, he eyes the sky and the ball coming in, and he makes the catch. It's a tough sun today when it's around the clouds. Fly out to center, here's A.J. Roush. How about the season he's had? Roush, a .331 hitter. 8 homers, 35 runs batted in, Ohio's right fielder. And he's one of the guys that if you're outside the program, you really just didn't know enough about. But he has answered the questions for sure. Flies in the outfield, and he bounces one to third here on the first pitch. Doyle off the bag, lob toss over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. In the bottom of the first, scoreless game, Ohio and Western. And here's the league's third best hitter, Colin Kasperbauer. 2 Chippewas are ahead of him. Kasperbauer, a .390 hitter, 3 homers and 43 runs batted in. He is littering the leaderboard in the league. He's been on base in 25 straight games. Crandall from the stretch and the pitch. That dropped low. It's 1-0. Kasperbauer had a 4-hit game in the series against Ball State. Ohio splitting with the Cardinals, and nobody did better against BSU than Ohio did against them this year. 1-0. Smack to center. Morrison in, over, and back, and makes the catch. That's a 3 up, 3 down rack spun by Nick Crandall, and the inning's done. Presented by McDonald's, we go to the second. Scoreless game from Athens. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Let O'Neill Hartman Insurance show you how Grange's strong value and fast claim service delivers league-leading coverage. O'Neill Hartman Insurance will find you a Grange auto policy that balances competitive rates and responsive Grange claim service. O'Neill Hartman Insurance considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call O'Neill Hartman at 740-797-4685 or visit them online at o'neillhartman.com.
Hi, this is Jared Dean with Dean Heating and Cooling. As your local Tempstar dealer, you can experience superior home comfort with Tempstar game-changing technology. Whether you need a fall tune-up or a midwinter repair call, our expert technicians will make sure your heating system is running at peak performance. Count on Dean Heating and Cooling and Tempstar to keep you cozy all winter long. Find us online at deanheatingandcooling.com and go Cats!
Second inning presented by People's Bank. Working together, building success. Eddie Cutt makes his final start on the Bob Wren Stadium mound. Looking for his 19th career victory. Cutt 4-4 this year. Allowed a couple of base runners in a variety of ways in the first inning. And ready to go on the second. Cade Sullivan is the batter. Sullivan, right-handed hitter, first baseman, a .322 hitter, and he takes a strike. It is 0-1. Bobcats in the white tops and white pants. Gray traveling uniform for the Broncos, pinstriped in brown. Next one misses low and outside. 1-1 the count. Broncos in print and an arch across the chest in brown, trimmed in gold. They have gone to the gold W as their logo. I like that shadowy Bronco that they had. But that's a debate for another day. 1-1, just missed low and away. 2-1 the count. I also missed the old, just regular drawing of the horse in the brown W. Drew that a ton of times as a kid. 2-1, bouncing ball heading up the middle and into center for a base hit. It actually either knocked the glove off of Cutt on the mound on the follow-through, or the glove just dropped out of the hand of Cutt. Either way, it's a single to center. Here's Dylan Navarre, a .320 hitter, 10 homers, 45 runs batted in. He's 8th in the league in slugging, 11th in OPS. 19th in hits, 8th in ribbies, and 7 in doubles. So he's quite capable himself. Left-handed hitter, and that hit him. That went low and in on him, and he's going to have to walk it off as that hit somewhere in the shin area. And he is clearly bothered by it. That was low and in. He drops the shin guard away, and he'll slowly walk to first. And this is a tough start to the inning for Eddie Cutt. So to second, Sullivan. Navarre on at first. Here's Josh Swinehart, their left fielder. Mcintyre normally is the one hit for the Broncos. He grounded out in the first inning. McIntyre's been hit 26 times this year. That's second in the country. He's been hit 49 times in his career. That's 3 away from the program's record. There's a guy on southeastern Louisiana who has been hit 30 times this year. Don't want to mess with the Lion like that. First and second, the runners, nobody gone. Tough spot here, top of the second, scoreless game. Here it is for Swinehart, squared to bunt, pulled it back. Want to know the count. 288 hitter, 4 homers, 43 runs batted in. 7-hole hitting left fielder. Cut would love to induce the ball club's 29th double play. Infield in at third. Baker off the bag at first and in. Bunt put down just to the left of the mound. Cut. Sidearm throw to first in time. 1-3 on the sacrifice, and up 90 feet goes Sullivan to third, Navarre to second. And here's Will Morrison. Morrison hits .267, 5 homers, and 23 runs batted in. 8th spot in the lineup, their center fielder. For a ball club that's 4th in the league in hitting, 10th in pitching, and 8th in defense. And the pitch from Cut. Line drive, center field. Peterson coming on, can't make the play. It drops in for a single. It scores 1. Slipping around the bag at third, but holding there is Navarre. And it's 1-0 Western Michigan on a line drive single to center by Will Morrison. Sullivan scores without a play. Runners on the corners here. 1 gone. Here's Ryan Missel, their DH. Hits .189, 4 homers and 16 runs batted in. This is his 22nd start. So Morrison with his 24th run batted in this year. Missile, M-I-S-S-A-L, pronounced like the weapon. Runners on the corners, 1 gone, the pitch. Bunt put down in front of the plate. It is a safety squeeze. Cut looks the runner back to third. Throw to first in time. It wasn't the full-on suicide. Navarre went about halfway, and I don't know if that was the signal or not, but that's how it's played. Out at first is Missile, 1-3. Up to second, Morrison, 2 in scoring position now. But Cut would love to get out of this. Bit of a jam in the second. Down just 1-0. Back to Jimmy Allen, and the first one to him is a strike. It's 0-1. He singled to start it off. And then he was cut down on an in front of him play on a throw to third. On a bouncing ball to short. 0-1 the count, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Allen was way out ahead of a jackknifing breaking ball. And Cut is a strike away from his first strikeout of the day. Cut is a strike away from his 74th this year. Runner at third, 0-2 the count, 2 gone. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It was a setup for the Broncos to do some galloping, but Cut cuts it short. And they send him back to the stable or the dugout with just a 1-0 lead presented by People's Bank. We go to the bottom of the second. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Plan your next visit to stand up and cheer for your Ohio Bobcats in Athens County, Ohio. Visit AthensOhio.com, the best resource for where to eat, where to stay, where to shop, and where to play. Athens County is home to countless trails and outdoor activities. Enjoy mountain biking, kayaking, rock climbing, and hiking. Find your own adventure. Cruise the Hockhocking Adena Bikeway. Mountain bike the Bailey's Trail System, hike trails less traveled at Stroud's Run State Park, or ride 9 thrilling motorcycle routes on Ohio's Windy 9. We can't wait to see you in Athens County, Ohio.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bobcats went down in order in the bottom of the first. They grab the War Clubs with anger here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 Western Michigan. Nice job by Eddie Cutt to navigate around a bit of a jam to start it off in the top of the second. Mason Minzy will lead it off. 294 hitter. 8 homers and 46 runs batted in. He's got a 23-game on-base streak. Mason Minzy, 9th in the league in ribbies. Tied for 4th in doubles. He was an extra base hitting machine early and mid part of the year, and he has caught a ton of innings. I don't know how fun tomorrow in 94-degree heat's going to be for him, but he'll give it a shot. Nick Crandall back on the mound. A 6.67 ERA, and the opposition hitting .350 against him. The first one to base is low. It is 1-0. This is a ball club Western. I was looking at the scoreboard earlier. Obviously, we're eyeballing Central Michigan and Toledo. But Western has allowed the second most runs by a pitching staff in the league. They have the highest batting average against in the league. And Mason Minzy will have an opportunity to ring the register a lot this weekend. 2-0 the count. Cleanup hitter in the pitch. Bouncing ball right side, and it finds its way past a diving Sullivan and into right. Bit of a seeing eye single for Mason Minzy. The on-base streak continues to 24 straight games now. Here's Spencer Harbert. Harbert hits .253, 10 homers and 40 runs batted in. Harbert, Ohio's left fielder, playing in his final weekend here at the Wren. Harbert, one of 3 players in this ballpark that has 10 homers. Sullivan, Navarre, and Harbert. Leadoff man on top of the, bottom of the second inning in the pitch. Got under it, flies it to shallow right center field. Could be a tough play. Morrison in, he can't make the play. Plays it on a big hop. Right fielder Navarre came in, he lost his cap. A perfectly placed little dump of a single. Looks like a line drive, though, if you're watching the game tracker. Runners on first and second now. And here's Will Sturrock. Sturrock making his 19th start. Sturrock has qualified to have the 12th best average in the league. He's second in OBP. A .348 right-handed hitting DH. Had a ground rule double at Ball State last weekend. Part of the fun in the 15-10 win. Squared to bunt here and pulls it back. Takes a slider, low and away. It's 1-0. And this is the depth of this ball club. It's not just a bunch of bashers at the top of the lineup. There's production at the middle, production at the bottom, and guys that have been capable in their spots. 1-0, popped a bunt. It will hit the ground. Played on a scoop by Doyle. Throws low to first, but it's dug out by Sullivan. And it's not how you draw it up on a bunt, but it does the job. Sacrifice complete. Runners to second and third. 1 gone, bottom 2. And Ohio down 1-0 to Western Michigan. Here's Michael Richardson. 288 hitter, 3 homers, and 18 runs batted in. Runners on second and third here, and a good chance for the Maryland native. Cambridge, Maryland. First one to him's a strike. Low and away, but called a strike by Mark Schmidt behind the plate. Nick Crandall on the mound for Western Michigan. 55 1/3 innings coming in. 83 hits. Now 85 hits allowed this year. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball through the right side hole, base hit. It scores 1. Flying around third, trying to score is Harbert. Throw to the plate, bounces in late, sliding in head first safely. Is Harbert, and Ohio leads it 2-1 on a 2 RBI single to right by the super senior Michael Richardson. RBIs 19 and 20. Got to feel good for Michael Richardson there. Went inside out on the swing, and it finds its way into right. Here's Cale Baker. He hits 194, 4 homers and 29 runs batted in. 16th in the league in walks, and if you just look at that stat sheet, it doesn't tell the whole story. Pitch to Cale, misses high, right-handed hitting first baseman. And they pull the shift where Mcintyre, the second baseman, is just behind and to the right of the bag at second. So the right side hole is wide open for Cale. One gone, bottom of the second. Ohio on top 2-1. Here it is. Bounces in. Richardson evaluated but couldn't move as Sharping knocked it down well, and he's very athletic, and he got there quickly. Baker, the 8-man in the lineup. Bobcats have 3 series wins this year. They'd love to get their 4th. It is a winnable series, but the Broncos aren't going to just give it to them. 2-0 pitch, got under it and flies it to shallow right. Coming in on it is Navarre, still coming, lost his cap, and he makes the one-handed catch. 2 gone, back to first is Richardson. Here's Nick Dolan. And a refreshing throwback of a walk-up song. Dolan hits .227. 5 homers, 18 runs batted in. He's got a 9-game on-base streak. Right-handed hitting shortstop, back of the box, close to the plate, 2 white batting gloves, just a little bit of a left-to-right rock. And the pitch. Fastball strike, good pitch from Crandall. Spotted it on the inside edge. He got it for a strike. It's 0-1. 2-1 Ohio. We're in the second. Doubleheader tomorrow, 7-inning game at 10, 9-inning game to follow in 94 or 5-degree heat. 0-1, turned on down the line and left, foul. Ooh, wow, that was a sizzler down the line and left, just foul. 0-2 the count, with 2 gone and a runner at first. This is exactly what you'd love to see. Down 1-0 after top of 2, come right back and get 2 runs in the bottom half. Dolan waits for the 0-2 offering from Crandall. And a turn and throw to first. Ohio with series wins over Kent State, Eastern Michigan, and Akron. 2-game series splits with Northern and BG. Split with Toledo, split with Ball, split with Miami. Next one low and outside, 1-2 the count. The only series loss was the sweep at the hands of Central Michigan the first weekend of April. And Ohio has a chance to head right on back there for a league tournament if the Chippewas host. CMU, the chief rival of WMU, in the pitch. Smoked to center for a base hit. Lined right past the bag and into center field for Nick Dolan. 4th hit of the inning. Runners on first and second. Richardson to second. Back topside to Isaiah Peterson. Flew out in the first inning. We're in the second. So it's always good when your leadoff man has his second AB in inning number 2. Again, Western's total numbers for a pitching staff from an ERA perspective, 10th in the league. This is lined to center field, but right at Morrison. Goes 2 steps to his left and makes the head-high one-handed squeeze, and the inning's over. But Ohio takes the lead 2-1 on a 4-hit rack. Richardson, the one to bring in both. We head to the third. We're presented by People's Bank. Ohio 2, Western Michigan 1. Thanks for listening to the infotainment from Athens. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Let's go Cats. Let's go Labatt Blue Light. When you drink a pristine Canadian Pilsner, you're good at beer. Bobcats fans, grab a Labatt Blue Light and be good at beer. Always enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2021 Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York. All rights reserved. Labatt, registered U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
These days, we're all doing a lot more virtually. Which is why at Ohio Health, we've expanded our virtual care options and availability to make it even easier to get safe expert care at home. That includes virtual visits with over 1,000 trusted providers in every medical specialty. Learn more about our virtual health options at ohiohealth.com/virtualhealth.
Third inning of Bobcat baseball presented by the Union Street Diner. Ohio leads it 2-1, and oh my, Mcintyre just got hit on the back of the helmet. He's okay, flips the bat away and runs down to first. He is no stranger to getting plunked. That's the 27th time this year that's happened. That is second most in Division I baseball. That is the 50th time in his career that he's been hit. And Billy Gernon, their head coach, comes out to take a look. And it's not as if he is lunging out over the plate so much. I'd have to take a look at the stands, but that hit him on the back of the helmet, and hopefully he's okay. He just went down to first. He has a lot of experience with this, and the white helmet is protecting him, and he'll stay in the game. 27 times, 50 in his career. That is unreal. Leadoff man on here in the third. All the big-timers are out today. We're in the third. Ohio on top 2-1. Leadoff man on. Here's Connor Sharping. And instead of throw to first. Ohio on top 2-1. Mcintyre leads it off with an HBP. Sharping is their best hitter from a total offensive standpoint, though Doyle hits .363. Another throw over. Back in time is Mcintyre. Sharping, first teamer in the league, a blazer on the base paths. And the pitch. Bouncing ball to third, bobbled by Kasperbauer, picks it up and throws to first in time. He just kind of hung with it. Advancing on it is Mcintyre to second. It was a bobble at first, and that eliminated any chance of going to second for one. Sharping is quick, and Kasperbauer had to make sure that he was able to get the out at first. One gone, runner at second. Here's Gavin Doyle. This team is number 2 in the league in walks, number 1 in the league in doubles. This is a doubling machine, Western, and they can also hit homers too. Doyle has 2 of those in advance of back-to-back hitters who have 10, and this is taken the other way towards right, towards the corner. Roush looks up, and that ball's gone. A 2-run homer for Gavin Doyle. He didn't come in with a lot. He had 2. He's got 3 now in RBIs, 41 and 2, and the Broncos take the lead right back. It is 3-2 here in the third. Doyle cleans up and sent one out of here towards the pole and right. Here's Cade Sullivan. He has 10 homers. He and Navarre have 20 combined. The Broncos are not going to qualify for the league tournament, but they are not just going to roll over here and head on out to pasture. They are going to push Ohio this weekend, and they are. Here's Sullivan, and the first one to him is lobbed away. It's 1-0. He singled back in the second and scored the lone run. It really could have been worse. So Eddie Cutt's going to have to battle today in his final start in Athens. This one sweeps low and outside, 2-0 the count. These two guys, Sullivan and Navarre, that's the first pair of double-digit home run hitting Broncos in the same season since 2001 when they had 3. John Toner, Greg Graham, and Sam Flamont. There's a strike from Cutt. 3-1 the count. 1 gone, bases clear, 3-2 Broncos. And the pitch from Cutt. Swing and a miss. That's that breaker that just kind of falls off the table. It's not a curveball. It's a little bit of a cut to it from Cutt. 3-2 the count. Next one, hit on the ground to third, backing off the bag. Kasperbauer slings over to first to get Sullivan by a couple of steps. 2 gone. So Kasperbauer involved in the action defensively a lot early. That is the fourth play that he's been involved in, starting with the force out of the runner at third in the first. Here's Dylan Navarre, 320 hitter, hit by a pitch in the second inning, and he takes one low here. It's 1-0. 3-2 Broncos on the two-run homer by Doyle. And the pitch. Fly ball, right field, deep, way back, and that ball is gone. 11 home runs on the season now for Dylan Navarre. And the Broncos lead it 4-2. Right off the bat, you could tell. Home run number 11, RBI 46. And Western Michigan on top by 2 in a 3-run wreck. Here's Josh Swinehart, their left fielder. The two homers were of different looks. There's a strike. It's 0-1. That had a little bit of a fade to it. The first one, that one was pretty much gone off the bat. 0-1. Sent foul. First base side out of play. This is a bigger ballpark up from the gap to gap into center. A 405 to center. You don't see that a ton anymore. You might see 400, but 405 is pretty deep. But when the temperature rises, the ball can fly. Bouncing ball to third, down on his right knee. Kasperbauer throws to first to get Swinehart by a mile, and the inning is over. But the Broncos homer once and twice. Doyle and Navarre over the boards in right, and the Bobcats have to play from behind today. 4-2 Broncos presented by Union Street Diners. We go to the bottom of the third. Game 1 of the 4-game series in Athens. This is Bobcat Baseball.
If you're traveling to a game, a weekend road trip, or just around town, you need to stop at Go-Mart. You'll find a Go-Mart open 24 hours a day right off the interstate or right off Main Street in your local community. You can refuel your ride with quality gasoline and also yourself with popular snacks, drinks, and more. We're making it easy to keep up with your busy schedule by keeping you on the go. Go-Mart is the proud sponsor of Ohio Bobcat football.
Go for good times. Go for Go-Mart.
We've all seen the tragedies associated with drug activity and impaired driving in our state. This is Trooper Conkler of the High State Highway Patrol's Athens Post. We need everyone's help to keep drugs out of our communities, keep impaired drivers off our roads, and get people to make good decisions when driving. Traffic and community safety is the responsibility of everyone. You can do your part in calling pound 677 to report drug activity and impaired or reckless drivers to law enforcement. Together we can make Ohio a safer place to live and travel.
So we'll see if the pattern continues here. Presented by the Union Street Diner. Ohio got down 1-0, took the lead 2-1. Now down 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the third. Will Ohio come right back and take the advantage? A.J. Roush leads it off. Right on right here against Nick Crandall. And the pitch drops in for a strike. It is 0-1. We'll check scores as we go here. A lot of scoreboard watching this weekend. Ball State 2, Miami 0. Top of the second inning in Oxford. A win for Ohio and a loss for the Redhawks, and Ohio is in the top 4. Bouncing ball to short, backhand pickup Allen, long throw to first, and a room service hop for Sullivan. That got up on him about belt high, and he made the play on the ground out. One gone. It's a nice peg by Allen at short to get it over there. 6-3 if you're scoring along with us, which is a great way to spend a Thursday afternoon watching the web stream of Bobcats and Broncos and keeping score. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. Heavily involved in the defensive effort, lined out in the first. 4-2 Broncos were in the third. And the pitch to Colin, hit on the ground foul, lined foul, just wide of first. 0-1. Update from Mount Pleasant. Toledo 1, Central Michigan 0. That's in the top of the third. If Ohio wins this series, and if Toledo loses their series, Ohio will be the 3, and the Rockets would be the 4. Kasperbauer, bouncing ball to short. There's Allen to his left, sucks it up, takes one step, throws on the side to first in time. He plays a good shortstop. Here's Mason Minzy. Minzy singled in the second. So he's been on base 24 straight times. This is also a Bob Wren Stadium first. Western Michigan's bus driver just bought like 10 hot dogs. I don't know if he knows these people or not, but he's the friendliest bus driver that we've ever seen at the Wren. Smoked to second. What a diving play. Mcintyre got up, throws to first for a long stretch, and off the bag was Sullivan. He reached out basically on the line, back of first. That was a heck of a play by Mcintyre and nearly another sterling one from Sullivan. Minzy beat the play. That's a base hit. And here's Spencer Harbert. 2 gone. Oh, don't sneak up on people like that. Oof. 2 gone, runner at first. Ohio down 4-2, and they might appeal here. I don't believe that there's anything that's going to overturn this play. It was just a bang-bang play at first on a really nice play by their second baseman, Mcintyre, and a long stretch by Sullivan. You've got 2 really good defensive first basemen in this ballpark, and Baker for Ohio and Sullivan for Western Michigan. 4-2 Ohio trails, 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. Michael Stevens is here in the booth. Ohio's outstanding associate superstar athletic director for lots of things. And my immediate boss, and we've worked together for a number of years, and he hasn't fired me yet. It would cause uproar for sure, but he has the power to do it. They appeal, and it is as it was. Minzy on at first. Here's Harbert as a little bit of cloud cover covers up the ballpark to start here today. That bounces in, knocked down by Sharping. Want to know the count. Ohio down 4-2 as we're in the third. Favorable scores elsewhere. Toledo leads Central Michigan. Ball State leads Miami. Ball State checks in a half game behind Central Michigan in the standings, and if Ball State does 1 game better than Central, they host the tournament. Next one's low, 2-0 to Spencer Harbert. 2 gone, runner at first. Ohio trails 4-2 here in the bottom of the third. Harbert singled and scored in the second. Really starting to heat up at the end of the year. Here it is from Crandall. Fly ball, center field, gets a little carry, but it's playable. Morrison back in front of the track. That was hit way up into the air, and he makes the one-handed catch, and the inning's over. So a 2-out single wasted. Harbert flies out to center. Inning done, presented by the Union Street Diner. Western Michigan 4, Ohio 2. We head to the fourth. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Warehouse Tire in Athens is your locally owned and operated auto and truck tire center. At Warehouse Tire, we focus on customer service with a professional staff and a huge inventory of wheels and tires for a variety of applications, including farm and industrial. We feature top brands including Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. Warehouse Tire is also a full-service auto service shop. Let us help with all of your under-vehicle maintenance, including brakes, shocks, struts, and alignments. Visit Warehouse Tire on Hebbardsville Road in Athens or online at warehousetireinc.com.
The road to a championship is built on years of practice and hard work. That's true in basketball and the construction industry. The apprenticeship and upgrade training programs provided by the Athens Area Union Building Trades produces the workforce with the most modern skills and cutting-edge knowledge in the industry. The key to success to the Bobcats on the floor is the same as your choice on the work site. The winning move is working with members of the Athens Area Union Building Trades, proud sponsor of Ohio University basketball.
Fourth inning of Bobcat Baseball presented by Go-Mart. Marty the Go-Mart Gopher. And Go-Mart as we head to the fourth inning. 4-2 WMU. 4-5-0 for the Horses, 2-5-0 for Ohio. Eddie Cutt back on the mound. Here's their center fielder, Will Morrison. It is 8-9-1 scheduled here for Billy Gernon's ball club. He's in his 12th season. They've had just 8 head coaches in their program's history. Morrison, their center fielder, and he takes a strike. It is 0-1. Singled back in the second. This is a historically very proud program, WMU. 0-1, high chopper off the plate to third, but it is a foul ball. You could go to their website and you could see all the years back in the 60s that they went to the NCAA tournament. They last went, well, just a couple of years ago. Gernon was a part of them going to the dance. Won the league and went down to Louisville. Lost to the Cardinals, lost to a really good Wright State team. So they've gone recently. Ohio, of course, has 2, and will try to go again for the first time since 17. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cut with his second strikeout of the day. That is K number 75 for his season. Leadoff strikeout. And here's Ryan Missel. 9 men in their lineup. You could go to their website, too, and you could see the history of the College World Series at Robert J. Bob Stadium. They hosted it way back in the day. 0-1 the count. And now, of course, it has turned into spectacle in Omaha. Swing and a miss for Missel, who grounded out in the second. That was that safety squeeze. Cut, wipes to a new pitch. Here it is. Line drive, right center field, in there for a base hit. Peterson read it well, cuts it off before it gets any further. It's a 1-out single for Ryan Missel. Here's Jimmy Allen, who is 1 for 2 today. Right-handed hitter is Allen. Right on right here with 1 gone, and there's a strike. It is 0-1. Yeah, the first College World Series played in Kalamazoo, 1947. 2 winners met in the best-of-3 series in Kalamazoo, and it was won by Cal and beat Yale. There's a strike, good pitch, 0-2 the count on Jimmy Allen. And I believe, I don't think I'm making this up, but I think there's a plaque signifying that at their ballpark, which is pretty cool. Nobody else in the MAC, or really many other teams, can say that. Smoked to short, played on 1 hop. Dolan on to second, 1 on to first, double play. What a play. I didn't think they had enough time to be able to do it, but a 6-4-3 twin killing of the ball club's 29th this year ends the inning. Allen is not slow, and a nice job up the middle by Dolan and Richardson there. Nothing for the Broncos. We go to the bottom of the 4th, presented by Go-Mart. Western Michigan 4, Ohio 2. Tim Binniger's here. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for 3, bang! And oh baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Ohio University Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
All the superstars are out at the ballpark today. Ryan O'Connor's here too. He is the supervisor of this baseball program from the athletic department, and a darn nice guy. And he and Tim Binniger, who fundraises a whole lot of cash for this great institution, they're below the booth right now. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, and Ohio's down 4-2. Good place to start here, and Western's got to feel good about Nick Crandall getting through to the fourth inning. He, a 2-5 starter with a 6.67 ERA. Will Sturrock leads it off. Sturrock, Richardson, and Baker as Ohio trails 4-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. First game of the four-game series. Sturrock takes a strike. It is 0-1. Broncos on top 4-2. 2 homers in the third inning. Doyle and Navarre. Next one to Sturrock. Fly ball, right field, shallow, coming in and making the head-high squeeze is Navarre for out number 1. Here's Michael Richardson. He responsible for Ohio's 2 runs. 2 RBI single in the second. You might be wondering, how long was it in Kalamazoo? 47 and 48. Then it moved the College World Series to Wichita in 49. And then it went to Omaha in 50. Bouncing ball to short. Allen there reads it well. Pats the leather, throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. And Ohio is just not getting to Crandall. Here's Cale Baker. And what a whole event the College World Series has turned into. And so when you watch it, at TD Ameritrade, you'll know that it was born in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Cale Baker bats. Bases clear, 2 gone. Ohio down 4-2. We're in the last of the fourth. Here it is from Crandall. Strike. Looked like a slider. Baker thought about offering. 0-1 the count. He flew out in the second. And here it is. Breaking ball strike. 0-2. Bases cleared, 2 gone in the fourth. Ohio down by 2. Bobcats at home this year are 13-4. 18-14 in the league. 0-2 hangs high, 1-2. Ohio on the road this year is 13-17. That's quite capable. And that all combined for 26 wins. Ohio has a chance to secure back-to-back winning seasons with a nice weekend this weekend. Fly ball foul, first base side out of play. One and 2 the count on Cale Baker. Crandall, the 6'2 Iowan, brings it home to Cale. Just missed, low and in. That's a tough take for Baker, but he eyed it well. 2 and 2 the count. They don't have as extreme of a shift on him as they had for his first at-bat. The second baseman, Mcintyre, back towards normal second. 2-2, tried to check it up, couldn't on a pitch in the turf. Throw over to first to complete the strikeout, and the inning's over. And that's the first strikeout for Nick Crandall. That is his 32nd this year, and he has the lead with his Broncos as we go to the fifth. 4-2 WMU, presented by Gomart. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Jumpstart your day at the Fairfield Inn and Suites in Athens. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast, then unwind on our beautiful outdoor patio, which includes a gas fire pit and barbecue grill. Conveniently located on East State Street, just a short drive from the Ohio University campus and uptown Athens, the Fairfield Inn and Suites is situated near many shopping and dining venues. At the Fairfield Inn and Suites, you're our #1 priority. Call 740-589-5839 to book your next visit to Athens or find us online at fairfieldinn.com.
If you can dream it, you can do it. Maybe your dream is to have a vacation cabin in the woods. Or maybe your dream is to open up a cat cafe.
Who ordered the milk?
At Ohio University Credit Union, your dreams are our dreams, and we have the money to lend that will make them a reality. OUCU offers great loan rates, flexible terms, and fast responses on your application. Not a member? You can join. Really, stop by a branch or visit oucu.org. Equal housing opportunity loan subject to credit approval. Fairly insured by NCUA. MLS number 433809.
Fifth inning is on, presented by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. East State Street in Athens. Ohio trails at 4-2 to a feisty bunch of Broncos here in their final regular season series. They won't qualify for the conference tournament, but they're on top 4-2 now as we are in the fifth. Justin Mcintyre, who was hit by a pitch in the third inning, he's all right. He's in there now, and he's got a 3-0 count from Eddie Cutt. Final start for the California Cat here in Athens. 3-0, missed high, and that's a 4-pitch walk, and that's never good to start off the inning. Here's Connor Sharping. Wears number 7 in brown, trimmed in gold on that pretty cool gray pinstriped uniforms. Also like the white helmets. Runner at first to start off the fifth. Ohio down 4-2. Cutt trying to battle through the middle innings. In at third, Kasperbauer in the pitch. Swerved into the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Meeting 158 all-time between these two schools. Western leads at 87-70. Right on right. Throw to first. Back in time is Mcintyre. Last year, Ohio lost the series 3-1. That was the final regular season series of the year in Kalamazoo. Ohio won game 1 8-5 and then lost the back 3. Bouncing ball to short, should be 2. Dolan to Richardson, 1 on to first, and they got him with a long stretch from Cale Baker. That's 2 double plays in this ball game. That's DP number 30 on the season for the ball club, and that's not a slow runner in Sharping that they had to relay throw out. 6-4-3 on the DP, and here's Gavin Doyle. Homered in the third. Yeah, Sharping has 24 stolen bases this year, so if that's any indication on his speed, he's going to really fly down that base path. So here's Doyle. Fly ball to right. Roush is not able to play it. Does on a big hop. Just didn't get enough carry out there for him, so it's a 2-out single. And here's Cade Sullivan. Broncos with 7 hits on the day now. Sullivan's their cleanup hitter. I'm sorry, their 5-hole hitter, and he has 10 homers. Broncos have very formidable, 2, 3, 4, 5 men in their lineup. It's not as if Allen and Mcintyre are slouches by any stretch. Throw to first, chases the runner back. And I would guess that in those series splits that they had, the 6 of them, there were several that really could have gone their way. If you look at their numbers and their skill sets, it's hard to believe that they're a 17-win ball club. But that's baseball. It can happen that way. Slider sweeps low and outside, knocked down by Minzy. No advancement of the runner. Western has always played hard. Always. And these are always tough games for Ohio to play. This team started 2-11 in non-conference play, and that's tough. Bouncing ball over the mound, an outstretched glove of Cut, rolls out to Richardson, throw to first in time. That whole thing seemed to be in slow motion, but Ohio was able to get the runner at first on the 4-3 putout. Inning over. No runs a hit, no errors a man left. We have played 4.5. We head to the bottom of the 5th, presented by Steak and Shake. Broncos 4, Ohio 2. This is Bobcat Baseball.
The past year and a half, we've all been part of unprecedented times that have been heavy. At Integrated Services for Behavioral Health, we have been here for you throughout the heaviness of the pandemic and will continue to be here for you whenever you need us. Checking in on your behavioral health and well-being is more important than ever. If you feel like you can benefit from home or community-based support, counseling, peer recovery support, and a myriad of other services we offer, please call us at 800-321-8293. We're here for you.
At Kroger, we believe it takes the right team to bring you the freshest produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best, because that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. From fresh berries to fresh tomatoes, we know the farm is where it all grows. From their farms to your forks, working with farmers is what it takes to be fresh for everyone. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Top of the hour, you're listening and watching the Bobcat Baseball as we go to the bottom of the 5th, presented by Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake, born in Normal, Illinois. The original Steak and Shake is a pizza chain now. Nick Dolan disco dances his way to the plate. 9-1-2. Dolan against a guy that they just haven't figured out, Nick Crandall. This is fouled off by Dolan. It's 0-1 and a repeat. 2-5 with the 6.67 ERA. This is his 10th start, his 15th appearance. And the numbers suggest it's a favorable matchup, but he's been good today. Just missed on a breaking ball. 1-1 the count. 4-2 Broncos as we're in the bottom of the 5th. Dolan singled in the second. And the pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. Dolan, 2 for 2. Plug and play. I'll ask head coach Craig Moore tomorrow about an update on Xavier Hindigas. He left the game last weekend against Ball State, and it's been Dolan since. And if Ohio's going to get done what they want to get done, obviously you have a capable replacement in Dolan. But we'll see about X's status for a conference tournament if Ohio secures that spot. Topside now to Isaiah Peterson. Fly out and a line out, both to center in his 2 plate appearances, and the first one drops low and in. It's 1-0. Peterson 9th in the league in hitting, 9th in OBP, 4th in runs, 10th in walks. He has started every game. This one bounces in, knocked down, 2-0 the count. Nebraska native, and of course, Craig Moore, Ohio's head coach, a former Husker. And so that state, pretty important to Ohio sports in general. A lot of Huskers have turned into Bobcats. Pitch up and away to Isaiah Peterson. 3-0 the count. Runner at first, nobody gone. Bottom 5, Ohio trails 4-2. Another throw over, back in time is Dolan. Ohio doesn't have anybody in the top 20 in stolen bases. This is not a bunch of Ricky Hendersons out there. Ohio this year, 32 for 42. There's a strike to Peterson. It's 3-1. Situationally, though, Ohio has done some stuff with leads later on in the year. Throw to first, back in time is Dolan. Bottom of the 5th, Ohio trails 4-2. The runs came in on the single by Richardson. Throw to first back in time again is Dolan. Bright sunshine today. It is going to bake tomorrow. 94, 95 degrees. We're starting at 10 o'clock tomorrow for a 7-inning game. This is fouled back by Peterson. And by comparison, that 94 or 5 is going to feel like 105 because it just hasn't been that warm of a spring. But summer's going to arrive tomorrow and then on Saturday. Runner at first here. And here it is from Crandall. Fouled to the screen. The final weekend of the season has always been, at least in the modern era of the conference tournament, a Thursday, Friday, Saturday deal, and that's the way it is in most leagues in the country, to give you at least another day prior to the start of the conference tournament. Next one to Peterson's popped up foul. Third base side, out of play. Counts run full on Pete. A lot to be decided, I guess, coming into the final weekend. Who's going to host the tournament and what the 3 and 4 teams are going to be, what those seeds will be. Another throw over, back on a dive is Dolan. Top of the 4th inning in Mount Pleasant. Toledo 1, Central Michigan nothing. Top of the 4th in Oxford. Miami scored 2 to tie the game at 2. Fly ball, right center field, deep. Way back there to the warning track to the wall, and it is gone. Isaiah Peterson with a Bobcat blast. Morrison went back to the track and wall, gave it a leap, but it was over the boards and gone. And Ohio ties it up at 4. Home run number 7 on the year for Peterson. RBIs 37 and 8. The question was, did it have enough carry? It did. And it's gone. And here's A.J. Roush. This pitching staff for Western Michigan told you it is the highest batting average against pitching staff in the league at 342. And opposition hits Crandall to the tune of 350. Tied up at 4. Peterson with the pop, playing in his final weekend in Athens. 0-1 on Roush, bouncing ball to third. Nice play back of the bag on the line. Long throw Doyle, high stretch for Sullivan. He got him. And there is the first out of the inning. It was a strong throw from Doyle. Here's Colin Kasperbauer. That homer was to the right of the attack hat in right center field. Morrison was there at the wall, and it just was beyond the glove. So 7 home runs on the year for Peterson, 49 for the ball club. Teams have hit now 52 homers against Ohio. Line drive down the line and right, fair by a foot. It will roll to the corner. Colin Kasperbauer sprinting around second. He's trying for 3. There is no play, and he slides anyway. It is a 1-out triple to the corner and right for the 3rd best hitter in this league and a first-teamer for sure in this conference, Colin Kasperbauer. That's back-to-back weekends with a triple for Ohio. Kasperbauer with his 4th triple this year. That's triple number 13 for the ball club. Ohio's 90 feet away from taking the lead back. Here's Mason Minzy. Navarre and any infielder on a relay throw would have had no chance, and there was no play. Minzy has 46 runs batted in this year. He's 2 for 2 in the pitch. Smoked on the ground, foul. Wide to first. It's 0-1. Ball game tied at 4 as we're in the bottom of the 5th. Game 1 of a huge 4-game series. Crandall works from the stretch the whole time. Now the Des Moines Area Community College product delivers a foul ball off from Minzy. 0-2 on him. Ohio last year had 16 runs combined against the Broncos. $19 for WMU in their series win. This one spins Minzy away inside. 1-2 the count. Ohio trying to take the lead. It's been a productive fifth inning, sizzling from Steak and Shake. As Crandall said no to one, and now time called for Mason Minzy. Alex Finney has been Ohio's backup catcher, and you would figure that one of the games tomorrow, he will be behind the plate. It's going to be too hot. 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to first, back of the bag. Coming home? No, he didn't. He slipped a bit. He tried to get a throw off, couldn't. Sliding in safely at the plate is Kasperbauer, and Sullivan just had to regather his balance and go to the bag for the out. Looked like he was coming home. Didn't. Ohio leads at 5-4 on the ground out for Mason Minzy, his 47th run batted in this year. If Sullivan didn't slip, he was coming home. But it looked like his spike got caught and he lost balance for a moment. Here's Harbert, beats this one on the ground to third. Doyle there, strong throw to first in time. And there is the third out of the inning. But Ohio takes the lead. A two-run homer for Isaiah Peterson. Ground out after the triple for Kasperbauer gives Ohio a 5-4 advantage as we're through with 5 in Athens, presented by Steak and Shake. Thanks for listening to Bobcat Baseball.
Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
Together is a wonderful place to be. That's why CareSource is devoted to keeping you and your family healthy and happy. We promise you not only reliable health care, but also a helping hand with whatever your family needs to succeed. It's why more moms in Ohio choose CareSource for Medicaid than all other plans combined. Things only get better when we work together. And together, there's nothing we can't do. We are one. Learn more at caresource.com.
Danger zone here in Athens. Ohio on top 5-4. We head to the 6th, presented by Integrated Services for Behavioral Health. Healthy people, healthy communities, that's Integrated Services. Ohio has integrated their way to a 5-4 lead. Big fly for Isaiah Peterson. 5-8-0 for Rufus's crew. 4-7-0 for Buster Broncos bunch. Dylan Navarre to lead it off. He homered back in the third. Hit by a pitch in the second. Left-handed batter, and the first one's a strike. It is 0-1 from Eddie Cutt, who is qualified for the win. 4-4 this year. Trying to go 5-4. Swing and a miss through a breaking ball. It is 6, 7, and 8 scheduled here. Navarre, Swinehart, and Morrison. 0-2 the count from Eddie Cutt. He's got 2 Ks to game. Make it 3. Strike 3 called on Dylan Navarre. It's a good start to the 6th inning. Here's Josh Swinehart, their left fielder. Sacrificed in the second, grounded out in the third. It's here now in the 6th. Their left fielder. Pitch from Eddie, fouled back. Ohio set this weekend up with the work that they did last weekend. And yeah, the runs that they scored, 31 of them against Ball State, the top pitching staff in the league. Winning on Sunday 15-10. This is lined into center for a base hit for Swinehart. Just to the right of Richardson. Seemed to elude the glove of Cutt on the follow-through. Solid single for Swinehart. Here's Will Morrison. There's center fielder. Singled in the second, struck out in the fourth. Ohio on top 5-4 as we are in the top of the sixth. We'll scoreboard watch a lot today, and there are updated scores now. We'll tell you after this pitch. Squaring to bunt, pulling it back, taking a strike is Morrison. It's 0-1. The Toledo Rockets lead Central Michigan 2-0. Bottom of the fourth inning in Mount Pleasant. Ball State tied at 2. They've scored 3 in the fourth. They lead Miami 5-2. Next one, plunked Morrison with a breaking ball on the back. Might have been on his backside. Either way, he runs to first, and that's the third batter hit by Eddie Cutt. That wasn't malicious by any stretch, but there's runners on first and second now for Ryan Missel. Their 189 hitting DH. In the sixth, Cutt would love the ball club's third double play. One gone here in the inning. Shoots the outside corner for a strike to the left-handed hitter. It's 0-1. So if these scores hold, Ohio is in. Need a Miami loss. Need an Ohio win. Both things happening right now. Next one bounces in. Minzy saves it behind the left-handed batter, Missile. 1-1 the count. If Toledo loses the series to Central Michigan and Ohio wins this series, the Bobcats are the 3. Swinging a foul tip at the plate. 1-2 the count on Missile. And Ball State needs to be one game better than Central Michigan to host the tournament. 1-2 the count. Runners on first and second. One gone, top of 6, 5 for Ohio. And nearly a move back to second. Dolan was really close to the runner there. That's Swinehart. 1-2 the count. Cut for the 9-man of the Bronco lineup. Fly ball to left. This is shallow. Coming in on it is Harbert. He's there, and he makes the catch. 2 gone. Big out. Here's Jimmy Allen, top of the lineup. And be careful with this guy. .320 hitting shortstop. I think if, well, it's hard to say. I mean, you just want to get in, but ideally, I think it would be Ball State hosting for a variety of reasons. Longer trip to Mount Pleasant. It's a field turf surface, and Ohio feels confident against Ball State. That's got to play a part in it. I mean, they'll go wherever they're sent, and to be in the top 4 is good, but I think they'd love to see it in Muncie again. Pitch is low. 1-0 the count on Jimmy Allen. Broncos won it in 2016. Fly ball down the line in right, foul. 1-1 the count, 2 gone. Allen, their leadoff man. With Keegan Aiken and those Broncos, there was a time there where the MAC champion went down to Louisville a couple of times. I think when Bowling Green won the league, they went down there too. Right on right. Instead of bluff, move back to second. Fun time of the year, heating up. Baseball weather for sure. It's going to feel like summer tomorrow. 1-1 the count, 2 gone to the pitch. A tantalizing breaker in there for a strike called. It's 1-2. Cut with 3 strikeouts on the day. Ohio leads at 5-4. We're in the top of the 6th. Cut would love another K here. Ohio's all-time K king. Looks at the runner at second, brings it home to Allen. Upstairs. He thought about firing on it, showed restraint. They appeal. He didn't go. And what a career for Eddie Cutt. Coming from California, not starting as a starter, but settling into that Friday role. 1-2 pitch with 2 gone and 2 on. Foul tip into the mid of Mincy, strike 3. And on cue, cut with the K, gets his 4th of the day. And the Broncos strand 2 in the 6th. Presented by Integrated Services, Ohio 5, Western Michigan 4 from Athens. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Whether you're coming to Athens to root on the Bobcats, visiting friends and family, or just in town for business, the Hampton Inn in Athens wants to be your home away from home. With 86 sparkling rooms, complimentary high-speed internet, hot breakfast served each morning, and a spa and business center, you can expect a great night's stay with service that will bring you back. Visit us on the web at hamptoninn.com. That's hamptoninn.com. And go Bobcats!
You got your go-tos, your standbys, even your favorites. But the beefy, cheesy burgers at McDonald's take you back to where it all began. Your Bite Zero, when you first tasted what a burger should be like. 2 perfectly seasoned beef patties stacked with a single slice of melty cheese on a golden bun. Now at McDonald's, get 2 McDouble burgers for $3. Whatever it is to you, classics are classics for a reason. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Thursday afternoon of the final regular season series of the year. Welcome back to Athens. Ohio University baseball needs a win, and they need a Miami loss to clinch a spot in the top 4 in the Mid-American Conference Tournament to move on to Mount Pleasant one more time or Muncie one more time. 5-4 Ohio as we're in the last of the 6th, presented by Integrated Services. Will Sturrock leads it off. Crandall and Cutt have been hit a bit, but both starters still in there. Crandall from Iowa and the Western starter, making his 10th start, his 15th appearance. And the pitch to Sturrock. Like a curveball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. And Eddie Cutt with 4 strikeouts today. Sturrock, Richardson, and Baker scheduled here in the Integrated Services 6th inning, with Ohio on top by a tally. Next one low. 1-1 the count. For a team Ohio picked 7th in the league to rise up to maybe the 4 or the 3, that's the biggest climb of anybody from the preseason poll. Looks like Crandall has a good mix of his curveball. Drops the next one in there for a strike. 1-2. Sturrock lined out in the 4th. Hits here now. And the pitch called. Strike 3. Outside edge. Good pitch. That was a good sequence for Crandall against Sturrock. Had him a bit off balance there. That's the 2nd strikeout of the day for the Broncos starter. Here's Richardson, who had a 2 RBI single in the 2nd. Right on right, the pitch, upstairs. Western led it 1-0 in the 2nd. Then Ohio led 2-1. 2 homers in the 3rd inning for Western. They led 4-2. Ohio with 3 in the 5th. 1, and Isaiah Peterson pop out of here to right center. And you are up to date. 2-0 the count on Richardson. He has been all reliable at second. Just like that car in your garage that you love so much from, I don't know, like the 70s that you just keep running. Just runs really well. You love the way it looks. Performs well for you. Well, Michael Richardson has been the reliable guy to put in the lineup at second. He has done his job, and he's done it well. Richardson today with the 2 RBI single, takes one low. 3-1 to count. You could just automatically put him in the lineup. He's right there. Always. 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4, good eye, good take. Walk for Richardson. And that is the first walk of the day against Crandall. And to his credit, he hasn't walked a ton. He had 15 coming in. Here's Cale Baker, 0 for 2 today. A one-year Bobcat, Ohio native, former Ole Miss Rebel. Right on right, one gone here in the 6th. Chopped foul just to the left of the Bobcat dugout. I think the way that he's played, the fun that he has playing, is really blended well with this ball club. Always fun to chat with prior to a game. He's a guy that loves playing baseball, like a lot of these guys do. Runner at first, one gone. Bottom of the 6th. This bounces in. Saved by Sharping. Throw down to second, and dead to rights is Richardson, unfortunately. Two, 4 to get Richardson. That was Mcintyre taking the throw at second. 2 gone, bases clear. Baker's got a 1-1 count on him. Nice peg by Sharping. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, center field, hit deep. This ball's back. This ball's at the warning track and wall and gone. Cale Baker to the right of straightaway center. Morrison ran into the wall. He's all right, and so are the Cats, inflating it to a 2-run Bob Bulge. It is 6-4. Cale Baker with his 5th homer of the year. RBI number 30. And he's a big boy that just loves having fun playing ball, and he does with long ball fashion there. Nick Dolan bats. 2nd homer for the ball club today. And don't let Cale Baker get hot. Bottom of the lineup, securing that 8th spot. And this lineup has depth for sure. Fly ball left field. This is deep for Dolan. Way back, and that's back-to-back jacks. Another Bobcat blast. Nick Dolan makes it a 7-4 lead. That was over the screen, over the wall, in straightaway left. This ball club pitching staff for Western, they get touched up a little bit. And the numbers bear that out. That's the 3rd home run for Ohio today. That's the 3rd in the last 2 innings. And Nick Dolan does it. Here's Isaiah Peterson, and all he did was homer in the 5th. A back-to-back jack for Ohio, and here is Peterson, and he just got plunked on the backside. And he runs down to first. Here's A.J. Roush. A lot of people are happy, and they know it, and they really want to show it. Here's Roush. You could tell right off the bat. I mean, the Dolan shot, the launch angle on that was like over a mountain. Roush bats. This bounced in. Sharping, good save. 2 gone to the inning, and you thought the complexion of it changed, and it did. Bases empty and 2 gone, and then Baker goes long, as does Dolan. Time called. They've got no activity in their bullpen. I believe this is their head coach, Billy Gernon, out to the mound. He and Craig Moore have a good relationship, good friends. 7-4 Ohio with the lead. We're in the last of the 6th, presented by Integrated Services. A.J. Roush has a chance to tear the roof off here. He's 0 for 3 today. 2 ground outs to third and a ground out to short. What's going on in Oxford, you wonder? Well, magic of the internet will tell us. 5-3 Ball State, bottom of the 4th inning. Toledo 2, Central Michigan nothing, top of 5. Final already today, 2 down conference teams. Bowling Green 8, Northern Illinois 4 at Ralph McKenzie in DeKalb. Meeting done. Roush at the plate and the pitch. Low. It's 1-0. Sorry, 2-0 to A.J. Roush. Crandall, pitch count just over 70 now. Their right-handed starter. Roush with the runner at first and 2 gone. Low and in. 3-0 the count. Colin Kasperbauer on deck. Ohio has 10 hits today. Western Michigan has 8. What a first year for A.J. Roush. .331 a hitter in the pitch. Knees flinched a bit. Takes a strike. It is 3-1. Roush, right-handed batter. Wears number 7. Fleet-footed right fielder. He's made some plays this year. The Powell, Ohio native on Tangi Liberty High School. 3-1. Low and away, ball 4. Runners on first and second. The inning continues. Peterson to second. Roush at first. Here's Kasperbauer. There is no activity in Western Michigan's bullpen. Kasperbauer bats. He tripled and scored in the 5th. The 5th and 6th innings here. Very productive. Colin lined out in the 1st, grounded out in the 3rd, tripled and scored in the 5th. Hits here now in the 6th. Ohio on top 7-4. Runners on first and second here for the 3-hole hitting third baseman. Bouncing ball in a right center field base hit. Hitting third, coming in to score without a play, Isaiah Peterson. 2-3 on the play, A.J. Roush. RBI single, Colin Kasperbauer. The Bobcats have doubled up the Broncos. It's 8-4. RBI number 44 of the season for Kasperbauer. This has been a solid 6th inning. After a fabulous 5th, a couple of Broncos go down to their bullpen now. They're going to get some activity there. 8-4 Ohio. All of this happening with 2 outs. There was a strikeout and a walk, and then the caught stealing from Richardson. Homer Baker, Homer Dolan, hit batter Peterson, walk Roush, RBI single Kasperbauer, and here's Mason Minzy. This team's ability to 2-out produce has been tops in the league. Now, I don't have the ability to take a look at that from a stat standpoint, but Ohio has done the work with 2 outs. There's no doubt about it. Meeting on the mound. And back behind the plate is Sharping. Ohio on top 8-4 and looking for more. Pull up the situational stats here to back up the point. But Ohio with 2 outs has been an awesome run-scoring machine this year. Minzy bats. And the pitch. Low and in. Activity starting in the Bronco bullpen. And Crandall just trying to get the final out of the frame. With 2 outs, Ohio's a .277 hitting ball club. And a lot of runs have scored in that time. Next one misses outside. 2-0 on Mason Minzy. Love to see the breakdown of 2-out runs that Ohio has scored. Don't have the ability for that, but there have been a lot. Runners on the corners here, 2 gone to the pitch. Upstairs to Minzy. It is 3-0, and Crandall was really good. First, 4 innings, but he ran into a roadblock in the 5th, and now in the 6th. Ohio on top 8-4, looking for more. Minzy trying to clean up the 3-0. Low, ball 4, bases loaded for Spencer Harbert. Roush at third, Kasperbauer at second, Minzy at first. Bottom of the 6th inning, Ohio on top 8-4. Harbert singled and scored in the 2nd. Harbert with 2 outs this year, you wonder. He's a 145 hitter, 8 for 55. Runners in scoring position. Harbert's a 278 hitter. Sacks packed in the pitch. Bouncing ball toward short. Charging on it. Allen Gloves throws the short way to second to Mcintyre for the force, and the inning's over. But it was a productive sixth inning for the Cats. 8-4 Ohio. Back-to-back jacks. Cale Baker, Nick Dolan, and an RBI single. Colin Kasperbauer. 8-4 Ohio as we go to the seventh. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Voice of the Bobcats, Russ Eisenstein, on behalf of David White Services, the largest heating and cooling dealer in Southeast Ohio. They've been the choice of thousands for over 45 years. Offering the most efficient Lennox heat pumps, air conditioners, and furnaces, David White Services can save you money on your heating and cooling bills.
Thanks, Russ. I'm David White.
And I'm Esther White Thomas, inviting you to call us today to schedule a free estimate for heating and cooling or a new gas fireplace.
David White Services is a proud sponsor of Ohio Bobcat Athletics.
Okay, people, we all know what's at stake in this game. Zoe, what's at stake?
Our futures.
Our futures. And is anything gonna keep us from achieving our goal?
No way.
Because what do we have?
The plan.
Ohio's 529 plan. Because in this family, how do we play the college savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Want to win at college savings? Go to collegeadvantage.com/Bobcats.
We jump around to Eddie Cutt back on the mound in the seventh inning. Ohio on top 8-4. Welcome back to Bob Wren Stadium. I'm Russ Eisenstein. We know you're not working today as you listen and watch Bobcat baseball on this Thursday. It feels like Friday, but it's a Thursday. Ohio on top 8-4. And the first one to the two-man lineup, Justin Mcintyre, is outside. It's 1-0. Cut into the seventh. Mcintyre walked and was hit by a pitch today. Takes a strike. It's 1-1. For this 17-win Bronco Ball Club, 14 coming in league play. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. On a slider, low and away. It's 1-2. Their two wins at the start of the year came against Bradley and my alma mater, Southern Illinois. They lost 4 to SIU Edwardsville, lost 3 to Kentucky, and that rolled them into their first MAC split against Toledo. Splitsville for them, that's what it was for Ohio last year too, a ball club that just had so many splits. 1-2 the count. Cut coming back. Bouncing ball to third, back of the bag, fair. Rolls past the diving Kasperbauer, will trickle into the corner. Harbert down there to get it against the sidewall, and pulling into second with a leadoff double is Justin Mcintyre. Good piece of hitting there for a .253 hitting second baseman. Here's Connor Sharping. Sharping is, to repeat, a guy you don't want on the base pass. He hit into a double play in the fifth. Runner on at second here, 8-4 Ohio. We're in the seventh. And the pitch from Cut. Misses inside. It's 1-0. Via WarrenNolan.com, Ohio's RPI is 113. So close to the top 100. 1-0. There's a strike. Same pitch, just moved it over the plate just a nudge. Can't level the ball on strike. Western's at 262. Northern's at 267. Akron at 276. Those are the bottom 3 RPI teams in the league. This consistently has been the 23rd league in the country. Breaking ball strike. 1-2 the count. If you're wondering who's around Ohio in the Warren Nolan RPI, Bryant's at 112. Oral Roberts at 114. Indiana's 115. USC is 111. Mississippi State 109. 1-2 tap foul on Sharping. If the season were to end right now, the defending national champions would not be in their own conference tournament. Mississippi State is outside looking in to head to Hoover in the SEC tournament. 1-2 pitch, up and in. That hit him. Sharping hit by a pitch. That's what, the fourth today? So back-to-back base runners here with Ohio on top 8-4 in the top of the seventh. Gavin Doyle's the batter, and be careful here. Hit a 2-run homer to right in the third. Hits here now in the seventh. Cut, and the Cats on top 8-4. Eddie from the stretch and the pitch. Low and away, 1-0. Yeah, that's just amazing that Mississippi State's had the year that they've had. It's been a tough year for the two top teams in the state of Mississippi. Ole Miss, they were number one for a couple of weeks, and they nosedived. 1-0 pitch. Low and away, it's 2-0. Southern Miss has been the class of that state this year. Southern Miss to the top. And they have been nationally ranked all year. I guess the best mid-major team in the country. Doyle bats with runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. Still nobody out in the seventh. We were just sprinting through the first, 6 innings. But as the game generally does, it just kind of hits a bit of a lull, and the Broncos down by 4. Here it is from Cut. Big swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. That was such a big swing and a miss that they played the sound effect for a strikeout. Maybe another one here. Cut has 4 today. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a tapper back to the mound. Cut has to charge near the line. Gloves, throws on the side to first. Got him by a fraction of a step. 1-3 there, and that wasn't an easy play. Cut had to charge field, and he fielded that with the scoop. So then he had to try to get a whole lot on that throw, and did. Up to second goes Sharping. To third is Mcintyre. Here's Cade Sullivan, their first baseman, who singled and scored in the second, grounded out in the third, grounded out in the fifth. Second and third, one gone to the pitch. Fastball strike from Eddie Cut. It's 0-1. It'll be interesting this final weekend all over the country. Some teams trying to secure at-large berths or resumes. Next one's in for a strike. It's 0-2. Conference tournaments all over the country next week. It's a fun time of the year, in addition to all else going on in sports. NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. 0-2 pitch from Cut. Bouncing ball to second will bring in a run. Richardson on a shoulder-high hop throws to first in time to get Sullivan. It is 8-5 now. Scoring from third is Mcintyre. To third is Sharping. Sullivan with his 49th run batted in this year. Here's Dylan Navarre, their right fielder. Eight 5 now. 2 gone in the frame. Called strike on Navarre. Homered back in the third. Hit by a pitch in the second. Struck out in the sixth. Next one's a strike called. It's 0-2. Cut with 4 strikeouts today. Inching closer to 100 pitches. He's at 94 right now. Runner at third, 2 gone. And the pitch. Low and away. Knocked down by Minzy. 1-2 the count. That saved a run. 8-5 Ohio in the stretch inning. Presented by Qdoba. 1-2 pitch. Bouncing ball to second. Richardson's there. Sucks it up. Throws to first in time. Inning over. Broncos get just 1. It's 8-5 Ohio. Time to stretch in Athens. Nice job by Eddie Cut to make sure the damage was minimal. Stretch time here in Southeast Ohio. Bobcats 8, Broncos 5. presented by Qdoba. This is Bobcat Baseball.
At People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We focus on building relationships with our clients and offering cutting-edge financial products. People's Bank is proud to support the local communities in which we work and live. This is Ashley Brown, People's Bank Vice President and Regional Manager, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You expect world-class primary care from Memorial Health System. It's time to expect more, much more. Our patients now also get free virtual urgent care. So expect our expertise everywhere and answers anytime for free. No one else offers this because we're reinventing primary care. So find out more and expect more today from Memorial Health System.
New pitcher into the ballgame for Western Michigan as we complete the stretch in Athens. 34, Luke Thalen. Thelen. 34, Luke Thalen. New pitcher for the Broncos, redshirt freshman, 6'5", 210 from Caledonia, Michigan. Luke Thalen is in out of the pen. Nick Crandall was their starter today. 8-5 Ohio, bottom of the seventh inning, presented by Qdoba. And the first one is in for a steer-right call to Will Sturrick. 0-1. So Thalen in for the Broncos. Get you his numbers here. Making his 12th appearance. Bouncing ball left side, backhand pickup, way deep in the hole. Allen throws to first in time. What a play. That was a superstar play at short, way deep in the hole by Allen, and he flung it over accurately. Wow. Here's Michael Richardson. Tip your cap. Really good play. Here's Michael Richardson. 2 RBI single in the second, grounded out in the fourth, walked in the sixth. Hits here now in the seventh with Ohio on top 8-5. So Thalen, 12 appearances, 13 innings, 18 hits, 22 runs. Oof. 20 walks, 15 strikeouts. Opposition hitting .340 against him. Richardson, the 7-man in Ohio's lineup here in the seventh. And the pitch. Up and away. 1-0. 8-5 Ohio. This team just continues to score runs. After 15 on Sunday against Ball State. Next one bounces in. To Richardson, it's 3-0. Top of the sixth inning in Oxford. Ball State 5. Miami 4. If these scores hold, Ohio clinches a spot. 3-0 pitch to Richardson. Strike, 3-1. Toledo 2, Central Michigan 1, top of the sixth inning. So that would mean Ball State would leapfrog the Chippewas if those scores hold. And Ohio's in. 3-1. Low and away, ball 4. Richardson walks. Here's Cale Baker. Eastern Michigan and Kent State play. And Kent State would be eliminated with a Bobcat win, any kind of Bobcat win at any time through the weekend. And KSU is KO'd. Northern Illinois leads Bowling Green 1-0 bottom of the second in DeKalb in the finale of that doubleheader. That'll be tough for those two ball clubs. Here it is to Baker. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. End of the line for teams not qualifying. And last year was just so weird with it just being the regular season champion. And that was Central Michigan. They made some noise in South Bend in their regional. 0-1. Check swing strike. It's 0-2. We'll see how many teams from the north get to host regionals. That's always a wonder when you take a look at things. Oregon State, obviously, will be a host again. 0-2 pitch, one gone. That's a little bit away, 1-2. Last time in Athens was back in 2018, and Ohio lost that series 2-1. Losing 7-6 and 10-6. The winner was in Game 2, 10-7. Baker has a 1-2 count. Bouncing ball just wide of third, foul. If Ohio gets it, it would be the Bobcats' 71st all-time win against WMU. And this, the 158th Titanic struggle between the brown and gold and the green and white. Runner at first, one gone here. Bottom of the seventh, Ohio on top, 8-5. Baker went deep just to the right of straightaway center in the sixth. Takes low and in here, 2-2 the count. The one thing that Ohio doesn't do often, there's not a whole lot of hitting and running, and there's not a whole lot of stealing, but you've got a lot of other boxes checked in the lineup. Runner goes here, pitch low and away, throw down to second, and they got him. Second baseman took the throw. It bounced in. McIntyre was the one to plant the tag down on Richardson. Now, to complete the thought, when Ohio has had a multi-run lead, situations like that have arisen in Craig Moore's mind. But Richardson cut down there, and that's the second time that's happened in back-to-back innings. Baker homered after that in the sixth. Can the same thing happen here? 3-2 the count, 2 gone to the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a good piece of pitching by Thalen. And the inning's done. He faces the minimum. There was a walk. But we're through with 7, presented by Qdoba, East State Street in Athens. I'm getting hungry. Ohio 8, Central Michigan 5. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Let O'Neill Hartman Insurance show you how Grange's strong value and fast claim service delivers league-leading coverage. O'Neill Hartman Insurance will find you a Grange auto policy that balances competitive rates and responsive Grange claim service. O'Neill Hartman Insurance considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call O'Neill Hartman at 740-797-4685 or visit them online at o'neillhartman.com.
Hi, this is Jared Dean with Dean Heating and Cooling. As your local Tempstar dealer, you can experience superior home comfort with Tempstar game-changing technology. Whether you need a fall tune-up or a midwinter repair call, our expert technicians will make sure your heating system is running at peak performance. Count on Dean Heating and Cooling and Tempstar to keep you cozy all winter long. Find us online at deanheatingandcooling.com and go Cats!
We head to the 8th. Ohio on top, 8-5. Thanks to Andrew Mollenkamp for manning the web stream today. Jordan Bowes is out with the camera shooting highlights of potentially Ohio's clinching victory with Ball State leading Miami. In the 8th, Eddie Cutt back out there. He just delivered his 99th pitch. Ohio on top 8-5 here in the 8th inning. Swinehart bats and takes one outside. It's 2-0. Swinehart, Morrison, and Missile scheduled 7, 8, 9 in the Bronco lineup. They're down 3 in the pitch. There's a strike. It's 2-1. So Eddie emptying out the tank, and there is activity behind him. And you would figure that he'll get a nice round of applause in his final start here when he departs. Swing and a miss. Swinehart swings through a breaking ball. Cutt has 4 Ks today. The all-time K king for Ohio with over 270 in his career. 2-2 the count. Here it is. Called strike 3. The K king adds on. The 5th on the afternoon. And a punch out of Swinehart, who is 1 for 3 with the sacrifice today. Here's Will Morrison. He was strikeout victim number 2. That was in the 4th. He singled in the 2nd, was hit in the 6th. 8-5 Ohio in the 8th. Right on right in the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. He started off 2-0 to Swinehart and came back to get the strike 3 called. Morrison, their center fielder. There's a strike. It's 0-2. Ohio's out hit Western Michigan today, 11-9. Ohio on top 8-5 with 6 runs in the 5th and 6th innings after leading 2-1 in the 2nd. Line drive center field. Peterson. That's a tough play for him. It's a base hit. That's a tough one for a center fielder to read because it's not overhead high, and you don't want to overcommit on it. It's tough to get a read. It's a solid single for Morrison. We've got a pinch hitter here for Missile. Pinch hitter for the Broncos. And if everything was printed out, this is where you could just rifle through it easy. With 27, Greg Buddig, sophomore catcher from Plainfield, Illinois. First one from Cutt is a strike called. That's in the southwest suburbs of Chicago. Buddig, B-U-D-I-G. Found the pronunciation of it in their guide. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Buddig is the batter. 284 hitter. He started 21 games. 2 homers, 16 runs batted in. Cutt from the stretch in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cutt is closing his Bob Wren career in superstar fashion. That's 2 strikeouts in the inning for Cutt. That is 6 today. Back topside to Jimmy Allen. 2 gone, runner at first. Cutt trying to close out his home career in style. 8-5 Ohio in the 8th. This bounces in. 1-0 the count on Allen. Singled, struck out, and grounded out. 110 pitches from Eddie Cutt. 2 gone here in the 8th in the pitch. Low and away, backhand pickup, Minzy. Backside throw to first. Ooh, close. Morrison just got in there. Wearing that oven mitt on his left hand. And that always seems to add another inch or 2 to a runner diving back into a bag. Next one popped out of the mid of Minzy. It's a ball. No advancement of the runner. Morrison. Another entertaining contest that the Cats have been a part of. 8-5 Ohio. Bless you. 3-0 the count, the pitch. Just upstairs, ball 4. Ideally, you'd love Cutt to complete the inning. So a walk of Allen, and here's Justin Mcintyre, and he is the tying runner. At the plate. Today, hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Hit for the 27th time this year. Walked in the 5th, doubled and scored in the 7th. Right-handed batter, slightly open stance. Mcintyre, a .253 hitter coming in, 5 homers, 21 runs batted in the pitch. Change-up strike. It is 0-1. Cut now with 114 pitches. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. On at second is Morrison. On at first is Allen. 2 gone to the 8th in the pitch. Bounced in. Nice save by Minzy. Knocked it down to the right of the plate. 1-1 the count. Mcintyre, the 2-hole hitter for a ball club that has 17 wins this year. Just probably snake bit in some of those splits. Bouncing ball towards third. Played nicely by Kasperbauer. Just takes 2 steps to third for the force, and the inning's over. And a standing ovation for Eddie Cutt as he completes his Bobcat home starting career as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 8-5 Ohio. He battled through. They had the tying runner at the plate. He got a bounce out to third, and the inning's done. Ohio on top by 3, presented by Hugh White. If the deal's right, it's Hugh White. This is Bobcat Baseball.
Plan your next visit to stand up and cheer for your Ohio Bobcats in Athens County, Ohio. Visit AthensOhio.com, the best resource for where to eat, where to stay, where to shop, and where to play. Athens County is home to countless trails and outdoor activities. Enjoy mountain biking, kayaking, rock climbing, and hiking. Find your own adventure. Cruise the Hockhocking Adena Bikeway. Mountain bike the Bailey's Trail System. Hike trails less traveled at Stroud's Run State Park. Or ride 9 thrilling motorcycle routes on Ohio's Windy 9. We can't wait to see you in Athens County, Ohio.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Good luck to Athens softball playing in a state tournament game at the Ohio Softball Complex. That'll get going soon. So a big time for a lot of Bulldogs for sure. Good luck to them as we head to the bottom of the 8th. In Athens, game 1 of a 4-game series. Ohio 8, Western Michigan 5. You hear the Bee Gees, so that means Nick Dolan's at the plate. And that's awesome. 9-1-2 scheduled. What a job by Eddie Cutt today. Gave up some runs for sure, but he just kept battling. Dolan, Peterson, and Roush scheduled against the relief pitcher for Western Michigan. Thalen misses on the first one to Dolan. It's 1-0. Kicking the pitch. Missed inside. Ohio 3 outs defensively away from doing their part. And then everybody roots for Ball State against Miami. I'm sorry, against, Cardinals against the Redhawks. If Miami loses, Ohio's in. Bouncing a ball to third. What a tough hop. What a nice play. Doyle throws to first. Got him. Wow. The hot corner indeed, and Doyle made a heck of a play. Back of the bag on the line, took a funky hop on him, and somehow his reaction time was tremendous to throw out Dolan. You could get excited about great defensive plays for the other team, obviously, and that's a heck of a play. They've had a couple of those today. Here's Isaiah Peterson. Homered in the 5th. He was hit in the 6th and scored. Wow, what a play by Doyle at third. And the pitch from Thalen misses outside, 1-0. So again to repeat, as we take a look at scores, Miami is out. No, not out of the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 5-4 Ball State. Pitch to Pete. Topped foul up the line at first. Toledo 2, Central Michigan 1, top of the 6th inning in Mount Pleasant. 3-1. 3-1 Toledo, top of the 6th inning. So Ball State would be the 1, Central the 2, and Ohio would be in as the 4. 1-1, low, 2-1. Do have some exciting coverage plans from the MAC tournament. Ohio's games in the postseason will be on Power 105 locally, on the Varsity Network app, and on the Stretch Player on OhioBobcats.com. Next one, low and away. 3-1 the count on Isaiah Peterson. So again, coverage plans for the MAC tournament on the flagship station of the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield, Power 105 in Southeast Ohio. 3-1 pitch, low, ball 4. Pete on for the 3rd straight time. Homer, hit, and now the walk. Here's A.J. Roush. So thanks to everybody involved in that. Here's A.J. Roush. Runner at first. One gone to the pitch. Squared a bunt, pulled it back, took a strike. I don't think he liked the call all that much. Ohio needs to qualify first, and they are close to doing that. Right on right, the pitch. Bounced in, knocked away off the right shin guard of Sharping, and up to second on the wild one is Peterson. Ohio on top, 8-5. These two teams have met a lot to conclude regular seasons, and they do again today. Roush today, on base once with the walk. 3 groundouts. Ooh, generous call on the inside edge for a strike. It's 1-2. 1 gone here in the 8th. Ohio on top, 8-5. And I would guess Ohio will go to its closer, who you heard in our pregame open today, Brett Manis. Native of Port Huron, Michigan. Said he wanted to get out of Michigan to just kind of expand his horizons a bit, and boy, has he. 1-2 pitch coming from Thalen. Lashed foul, first base side out of play. That was up. He didn't care. He tried to let the big dog eat. 1-2 the count. Got to be an important weekend for everybody involved. The players, parents, those that have been friends with these guys over the years, their coaches, all that. All in one weekend to celebrate it in Athens. 1-2, spun them out of the way, 2-2 the count. And in every level that these guys play, and on the women's sports side too, every level that all of these student athletes rise to, there's more and more people that are in their corner and helping them out. And so when they're honored on a senior weekend, it's for everybody. 2-2 the count, 1 gone, runner at second. Another one that was elevated, and AJ's jumping out of his shoes to try to connect. He fouled it over the screen. AJ Roush has a long way to go before his senior day. And in baseball, of course, it's not a foregone conclusion that they'll get there, because talented players might be drafted early. Maybe AJ will be one of those guys. 2-2 pitch called, strike 3. That's a good pitch from Thalen. He was up to him and then dropped a fastball in there at the knees. And sometimes you just get beat, and AJ did there. 2 gone, runner at second. Ohio on top, 8-5. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Wind blowing just a bit. Old Glory is kind of hanging down in right center. It is going to roast here tomorrow. 10 o'clock on the air at around 9:45, 9:50 tomorrow. Doubleheader Saturday. Fly ball foul for Kasperbauer, out of play. 2 hits today. He is a double and a homer shy of the cycle. Kasperbauer brought in a run in the 6th. Ohio on top 8-5 here in the 8th. Game 1 of the 4-game series. We'll wrap up on Saturday. There's rain in the forecast, so we'll see about the game time when we get there. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball down the line and left, foul. Then from Western standpoint, too, yeah, they can't be happy. They're not qualifying for the MAC tournament, but, I mean, these are still important innings, and Thalen, the redshirt freshman, these innings have to be important to him and his ball club. 0-2, high and away, 1-2 the count. I mean, I always wish that I could play college baseball, college sports in general, so any inning that these guys are out there and get the opportunity to do that, that's got to be important. No matter the record, no matter the score. 1-2 the count, 2 gone. A runner at second. Ohio on top, 8-5 of the pitch. Bounce in, bounces back to the screen and up 90 feet. Goes Ohio's potential 9th run. Peterson to third. 2 gone to the 8th. When Ohio gets in the MAC tournament, they do some things. Winning in 15 and 17, had 2 wins in 19. There was that 30-inning game against Miami. It was 17 innings. Ohio also clipped Kent State. Bouncing ball to second. There's Mcintyre. Throws to first in time, and the inning's over. We head to the 9th. Presented by CareSource. Ohio 8, Western Michigan 5. From Athens, this is Bobcat Baseball.
Plan your next visit to stand up and cheer for your Ohio Bobcats in Athens County, Ohio. Visit AthensOhio.com, the best resource for where to eat, where to stay, where to shop, and where to play. Athens County is home to countless trails and outdoor activities. Enjoy mountain biking, kayaking, rock climbing, and hiking. Find your own adventure. Cruise the Hockhocking Adena Bikeway. Mountain bike the Bailey's Trail System. Hike trails less traveled at Stroud's Run State Park. Or ride 9 thrilling motorcycle routes on Ohio's Windy 9. We can't wait to see you in Athens County, Ohio.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
We've reached the 9th, and we've reached the closer. Brett Manis in for Ohio. You heard him in our pregame open today. 21 saves in his career. That is 3rd best in program history. Over 80 appearances in his career. That also is 3rd in Bobcat program history. 8-5 as we go to the 9th. Brett Manis in to try to close out his 5th save of the year and do Ohio's part to try to clinch a conference tournament spot. The win alone doesn't do it. You need a Miami loss in there too, but Ohio has the ability to do just that, and Ball State is leading Miami right now. Manis delivers to Sharping, and the first one misses and gets back to the backstop. It's 1-0. Manis 4 saves on the year. Been utilized in a different role. And he said he likes coming in when his ball club needs him. It doesn't need to be a save situation necessarily. 1-0, just missed. It's 2-0. Sharping today, 0 for 3. And again, keep him off the bases. Left on right here in the 9th. Kicks and fires. Strike, dotted the outside edge. Good pitch from Manis. Port Huron, Michigan to Athens, Ohio. And the pitch to Sharping. Fouled back. 2-2. Manis in for the 17th time this year. That's a staff high. He's 4-2 with a 3.95 ERA. Opposition hitting .288 against him. He has 38 strikeouts. 2-2. Missed Lubin in. Trying to get his 39th. Just 7 walks this year. 27 1/3 innings of work for the likable senior from the state that Western Michigan calls home. Payoff pitch coming. Call! Ooh, no, I thought that was a bellow of a strike 3 call. It was low, and I think Manis thought it was too. That was over, but apparently low, and that's a leadoff walk. Leadoff walk for Sharping. Here is Gavin Doyle. Home plate umpire Mark Schmidt. And the fans have their say. Left on right, the pitch. There's a strike to Doyle. Had a 2-run homer in the 3rd. Singled in the 5th. Grounded out in the 7th. Grounded out in the 1st. Manis started off 2-0 on Sharping, and that unfortunately set the table there for the walk. 0-1, up and away, 1-1. If teams are going to win games in tournament play, it's got to be done with closers. Pitch is low. 2-1 the count. I had mentioned the doubleheaders on Friday, and I said the weather day on Saturday could be an issue. Tomorrow's just going to be warm. Bouncing ball to short, should be 2. Dolan to Richardson, 1. On the first to Baker, rack him up. 6-4-3, double play. Leadoff walk, no problem. Here's Cade Sullivan. So yes, doubleheader tomorrow, single game Saturday. It will be blazing tomorrow. Weather day is a potential on Saturday, so we'll find out about when things get going on Saturday on this Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. 8-5 Ohio, bases clear, and the pitch to Sullivan, 1-0. Ohio doing its part. Bobcats on top, 8-5. And the pitch, missed inside. Toledo leads Central Michigan 3-1. One gone in the Miami half of the 7th. Ball State 5-4. Next one from Manis is low to Sullivan. There's a strike. Three and one the count, 2 gone. Top of the 9th, Ohio on top, 8-5. Manis brings it. There's a strike. It's 3-2. Manis trying to slam the door with his 5th save of the year, with his 39th strikeout of the season. 3-2 the count, 2 gone, top of 9, 8-5 Ohio. Manis wipes to a new pitch. Here it is for Cade Sullivan. Low and in. Ball 4. Here's Dylan Navarre. Homered in the 3rd. He was hit in the 2nd, struck out in the 6th. Left-handed batter. Broncos still battling here. Airtime tomorrow around 9:45. First pitch at 10, 7-inning contest, doubleheader Friday, single game Saturday. 8-5 Ohio in the ninth, left on left in the pitch, up and in, 1-0. Navarre hit the second of the 2 homers in the third inning for the Broncos, and this is a ball club that has had more homers combined since, 2001? The note was they have 2 players with 10 or more homers, and that's the first time that's happened since 01. Homer here makes it a 1-run game. Next one's a strike after a mound meeting from Minzy. 1-1 the count with 2 gone. They had 6 homers last weekend. They have 56 now. They had 59 back in 08. 1-1. Just missed inside. It was close. 2-1 with 2 gone. Runner at first. Navarre has 11. He and Sullivan combined have 21. Doyle went deep today. Left on left in the 2-1. Low, bounced in, 3-1. So the first time they've had a duo have 10 or more since 01. They had 3 players that year. This is the most as a team since 08. Runner at first, 2 gone, top of 9, 8-5 Ohio. Man is for Navarre. Bouncing ball to first. Baker's there. Plays the hop, goes to the bag for the out. Ball game. Painted green and white. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. Ohio wins. And Ohio's really close to securing a spot in the upcoming Mid-American Conference Tournament. Ohio 8, Western Michigan 5. Line score in the contest for Ohio, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Bobcats today left 7. For the Broncos, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. WMU left 9. Winning pitcher, Manis, 5 and 4. He went 8 innings. What a job by Eddie Cutt. Eddie Cutt the win. He went 8 innings. He's 5 and 4. 116 pitches, 10 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Losing pitcher, Crandall, 2 and 6. Top of the ball game, 2 hours, 22 minutes. Couple hundred here to see it. Ohio wins it 8-5 to improve to 27-21 and 19-14 to the back. The Broncos 17-34 and 14-22 in the MAC. Right now, Ball State leads Miami 5-4 in the top of the 8th inning. A Cardinal win there, and Ohio clinches. Right now in Mount Pleasant, top of the 7th inning, Toledo 3, Central Michigan 1. Actually, Toledo 4, Central Michigan 1. Everything's coming up Bobcats and Millhouse today as Ohio gets the win. They're getting the help they need in Oxford, and the Rockets are blasting off it as well to try to give the lead back to Ball State. Ohio wins it 8-5. Bobcat Baseball is presented by McDonald's, CareSource, Hugh White, Qdoba, Integrated Services, Steak and Shake, Go-Mart. Ohio wins 8-5 over Western Michigan. Doubleheader Friday, that's tomorrow. And it's going to roast. I might do the game without my shirt on tomorrow. It's just going to be warm. It's just going to be warm. Anyway, on the air at about 9:45, first pitch 10 o'clock, 7-inning contest. Then a 9-inning game to follow. So to repeat, Ohio 8, Western Michigan 5, Toledo 4, Central Michigan 1, top of the 8th inning. 5-4, 8th inning. Ball State leads Miami right now. And all of that is good for the green and white. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Bobcat Baseball.